Have you ever had one of those days where no matter how hard you try, everything still feels heavy? That kind of day where even breathing feels like an effort. The kind of day where the voice in your head gets louder than the world around you. The kind of day that makes you question your purpose, your strength, and even yourself. Yeah, me too. And today, I'm not coming to you as some perfect, always motivated version of myself. I'm coming to you as someone who has been overwhelmed, discouraged, tired, lost, and still had to find a way to reset and keep moving. Because here is the truth. Life does not break us in one dramatic moment. It wears us down in thousands of quiet ones. But today, I'm going to show you a simple mental reset technique you can use immediately when life gets hard. A technique that has helped me pull myself out of dark moments and realign with my power. So if you are ready, if you need a mental reset, if you are tired of feeling stuck in the storm, take a deep breath with me and let's begin. Beginning with the reality of tough days. We see that even the strongest people have breaking points. On this, let's start with honesty. Some days you wake up and everything just feels off. Your mind is racing. Your heart feels heavy. Your patience is low. Your motivation feels like it packed its bags and left during the night. And the worst part? Oh no. Most people still expect you to perform as if nothing is wrong. You hear people saying different things to you. For example, show up, smile, deliver, be strong. Oh no, that's not easy, right? But the truth is, being human is hard. And sometimes life hits you faster than you can even recover. A setback at work. Am I right? A fight with someone you love. Financial pressure. Loneliness. Feeling unappreciated. Feeling unseen. It begins to pile up. And if we don't reset our mind, those tough days turn into weeks. And tough weeks turn into tough lives. Here's the reminder I would like to share with you. Having a hard day doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. Now, this is what matters. Instead of fighting the hard day, we are going to reset it. But before we reset, first tell me if you are ready. Are you ready? We need to pause. All right. This is a recap of chapter 1 we have just talked about. In this chapter, we have faced the truth, which is that everyone has hard days, even strong people. Struggle isn't weakness, it's a human existence. Now that we have acknowledged the storm, let's talk about the very first step of my reset technique, which is the pause. All right, this is chapter 2, the power of the pause. You can't heal in the same energy that hurt you. When life feels overwhelming, our first instinct is to react, to panic, to scroll. to complain, to shut down, to overthink. What are other ways we often respond? But reacting is what keeps you trapped in the chaos. So instead, this is what I suggest you do. I'd like you to pause, not for hours, not for days, just for one powerful moment. If you are watching this right now, do this with me. Unclench your jaw, lower your shoulders, drop your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Hold it for a second. Then release it through your mouth. Again, you can practice that exercise. This simple pause is like telling your nervous system, it's okay, I'm safe. And when your system feels safe, your mind becomes clear. You see, clarity doesn't come from force. It comes from stillness. And in that stillness, you stop asking, why is this happening to me? And you start asking, what do I need to do right now? All right, this has been chapter 2. And in this chapter 2, we have learned the first step of the reset is to pause. Because reacting comes from panic, but power comes from calm. Once you've paused, the next step is one of the most powerful things you can never do for your mind. You identify the real thing. All right, limit breaker. You are welcome to chapter 3. Name it to tame it. Feelings lose power when you label them. Most people don't actually know how they feel. They just say, I'm fine, I'm tired, I'm stressed. But those words are too small for big emotions. So right now, ask yourself honestly, am I hurt or just disappointed? Am I exhausted or overwhelmed? Am I lonely or just bored? Am I angry or just unheard? When you name the real emotion, you stop fighting shadows. And listen to this carefully. You cannot heal what you refuse to acknowledge. Once you say the emotion out loud, even in a whisper, it loses control over you totally. It no longer hides in your mind like a silent enemy. It becomes information. And information we know is power. All right. This has been chapter 3. And in this chapter, we have learned that you don't just feel bad. You identify the specific emotion so you can take back control. Now that you know what you're feeling, the next step is to shift your environment, even in a tiny way, because environment affects emotion. Are you ready for chapter 4? Here we go. Here we are in chapter 4. Change something small. Small physical shifts create big mental shifts. You don't need a new life. You don't need a new job. You don't need to move to another city. You just need one small change. Stand up if you are sitting. Sit down if you are standing. Go to a window. Drink a glass of water. Why not step outside? You can as well just go and wash your face. Change the music. Oh yeah. Clean one small area in your house or clean your environment. Your mind is connected to your body. So when your body moves, your mind follows. I've had days where the only thing I could do was make my bed. And when I looked at that made bed, I thought to myself, at least one thing in my life is in order. And that was enough to give me hope. Never underestimate the power of small actions. They tell your mind, I am still in control. This has been chapter 4. And do you remember everything we've talked about in this chapter 4? Okay, we said changing something small shifts something mental. And small actions equal big psychological victories. Once your environment shifts, now we have to shift what you are saying to yourself, because your inner voice is shaping your reality. I would like to think that this is actually bringing great change to you. This is chapter 5. Change the voice in your head. How do you do that? Speak to yourself like someone you love. If someone spoke to you the way you speak to yourself, you'd probably have walked away by now. You are not enough. You always mess up. You never get it right. Those words don't motivate you, do they? I don't think so. They rather imprison you. So today, the reset requires this. You become your own encourager. Not fake positive, not delusional, but kind. Say this with me, even if it feels strange. For some people, it might actually be strange, but just say this with me. This moment is hard, but I am harder. I am allowed to struggle without giving up. I am learning. I'm growing. I'm still here. Now, your brain believes what it hears repeatedly. So give it something powerful to repeat. This has been chapter 5, and we have learned something. You must change the voice in your head if you want to change the direction of your life. The direction of your life. Now that your mind is softer, it's more open, it's more grounded. Because it's more grounded, it's time now to reconnect with your bigger purpose. Do you know what your bigger purpose is? Chapter 6. This is chapter 6, where we talk about your bigger purpose. To start with, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Pain makes you forget, but power remembers. Hard days have one mission, and the mission is to make you forget who you really are. They make you forget. They make you forget your strength. They make you forget your resilience. They make you forget your history. They make you forget your victories. They make you forget that you have survived 100% of your hardest days. Let that sink into your great brain. Think about the version of you from the past. The one who thought they wouldn't make it. You did it, right? The nights you cried yourself to sleep. The moments you almost quit. The times you wanted to give up. You are still here. That means you are not weak. You are becoming. Your reset is remembering. I am still becoming the person I was born to be. That is who you are. Limit breaker, this has been chapter 6. And here we have remembered who we are. Hard times make you forget. Reset comes from remembering your true identity. The final step is where everything comes together. Action. Gentle but intentional action. Are you ready for chapter 7? Let's go there. This is chapter 7, Limit Breaker. One brave next step. One brave next step. Don't fix your whole life. Fix the next 10 minutes. You don't need a 5-year plan when life feels hard. You just need one brave, tiny next step. What could it be? Send the email. Make the call. Write down one sentence. Go for a 5-minute walk. Drink water. Read one page. Don't worry about the mountain. Focus on the next brick you can lay. Progress restores confidence. Movement restores hope. Action restores belief. And as long as you take one step at a time, you are winning. This is a recap of this chapter 7. You don't rise by overthinking. You rise by moving one small step at a time. Now, let me bring it all together for you. This is going to be a final summary of everything we have talked about. When life gets hard, remember this simple reset. Pause and breathe. Name the real feeling. Change something small around you. Change the voice in your head. Remember who you are. Take one brave next step. That's it. Not complicated, but powerful. And the more you practice this, oh yes, limit breaker, the more you practice this, the stronger you become. Limit breaker, if this message spoke to you, if it helped calm down your mind, even just a little, then let me know in the comments section. You can simply write this sentence: I choose to reset. I choose to reset. And if you know someone who's going through a hard time, share this with them. You never know. This might be the video that saves someone today. This is Breaking Limits Daily with Eddie. And remember, you are stronger than this moment. You are braver than your fear. And you are closer to your breakthrough than you realize. See you in the next one.